What is going on here, guys? We are back here today, and we just got Doc Ock yesterday, and today we've had a chance to kind of get him up tiered and get a little bit of leveling on him as well. So he's 65, tier 10 right now. Today we're going to take a look at his skill set, and then we're going to jump into Blitz 8.3 and do some gameplay there. So his first skill, Tentacle Slam, nothing crazy to brag about, just, you know, single attack. It does a slow for 2 turns, not too bad. I don't really think it's worth T4ing at this point in time. Sinister Recharge, this is going to be, I believe, probably his best skill next to his ultimate. And, I mean, he gets 2 charge to, you know, maximum of 10 for chargeable Sinister 6. So this is including characters like Swarm and Electro, and then summon a missing Sinister 6 from the following list. And I haven't really had a time to experiment how the algorithm works for this, but from what I understand, if Shocker's not there, then perhaps they just go on and move on to the next crew that's not there. And in the setup I've gotten, we're hoping to see if we can get Rhino to get summoned, just because the other ones, as you can see here with their current power levels, they correspond to Doc Ock's, and obviously if I had to take one of those guys out, we'd be looking at a lesser power level, and I'm not, you know, Rhino doesn't really make that much a difference to me. I think it's better to have a stronger Shocker and Vulture, especially since my Vulture is the only one out of the guys here that are level fully tiered and geared, and I used him for Dark Dimension 3. Anyhow, so that's Sinister Recharge there, and on top of that, when they're summoned, they also get 3 regeneration to all allies, and in war you're going to get 2 turns instead of the 1 turn, so that's pretty awesome. Superior Villain, so again, this one is I've used this one in verse battle, and it's pretty awesome, flipping all the flipping the positives to negatives, and then on top of that you can prolong their negatives as well here. And again, 60% to all enemies if you T4 this. I'm not really 100% sure if that's a T4-able skill, but you know, if you got nothing else to T4, it's probably not a bad idea. And then Master Planner, his passive, which is on turn, if he's charged, you can apply deflect and speed up to a maximum of 5 to self and adjacent allies. So this is where it's important on his placement and where you want to place him. And the way I've gotten him, I'll show you guys my setup, but I have to experiment with it around and see you know, what the best setup is. But again, this one, it more applies to war. If he's in war, and it's a Sinister 6 ally, that's a chargeable one, they drop below 20%, you can fill their speed bar. So I can kind of see this is where it's nice, where they leave it up to us, where it's you know, it's better in this case where you can have a choice of putting them on offense or on defense. It doesn't necessarily say for war offense or war defense, so that's really nice. And then they also get that increased percentage, 20% block, max health if you T4 it. That gets a little bit more, or sorry, in war, sorry, you get more damage in war once you T4 it. And then, yeah, right now there's a bug with the resistance with the offense down, so we're not going to get into that. But yeah, that's my Sinister 6 crew, and I don't really have Electro leveled up right now because haven't really been focusing on more on Doc Ock first. But yeah, she's more, you know, she's really shines in war based on her skill set, and obviously because she is a chargeable Sinister 6 member, that's going to be important to use her on an offense team or a defense team. So that's probably going to be more important there. But for blitzing purposes, I wouldn't worry about her. You're better off just going with the standard set with the Vulture, Rhinos, and then Swarm. I mean, Swarm's another chargeable new Sinister 6 member, and that's kind of where I would say he is probably one of the better ones to focus on, just because he does a ton of damage overall. So anyways, we got the Blitz on Elsa today, and we'll just quickly run in here. You guys will see my setup there. So I've got Doc Ock there in the far left, far right, depending on how you're looking at the angle. And I've got Mysterio and Swarm beside him, because that way they can get some deflect, keep them alive. I'm not too worried about my Vulture and my Shocker since they are a little beefier. And on top of that, if when Doc Ock summons Rhino's going to be kind of... actually, I'm not really sure how he gets summoned. I'm not sure about the placement. But from my usage before, it seems like he's always around where Doc Ock is. So that way, you know, they're kind of off to the side there, and protecting Vulture is key, since when an enemy dies, he gets more deflect, and I think on kill he gets a speed bar filled as well, so that's pretty nice there. Anyhow, we're gonna start us off here with a typical standard defenders team. I don't think we should have too many issues with this. But like I said, we will see how this goes. And this is obviously, I've been kind of experimenting it and finished leveling it up, and I haven't really had a full chance to fully utilize the team yet right now. So this will be a trial and error and see how this goes. But obviously we've got the Defender City team. So obviously we've got a ton of buffs coming to the Sinister Six, since these guys are naturally, they're naturally good against this team. So we're going to start us off with Vulture Slow. That's usually nice because it lays, the foundation to, slowing down the enemies down for us. And then we're going to go to Doc Ock's turn, and then we're going to slow the animation down, and we're going to use his special there. So that's going to hopefully bring out Rhino, if my math is right. And yeah, so, he's summoned out to that far side there, away from everybody. And again, I have no idea how they do the algorithm on that, but we'll just use Swarm's special there, so that way we can bring up some defense down. And again, I mean, this is going to be a pretty bad team that we're up against. I mean, this is a pretty good team. I mean, sorry, we're natural counters to these guys, so that's kind of nice. And then we'll just use his special, or sorry, his ultimate. That will fill the speed bar. Vulture's ultimate will also fill us the speed bar as well, reduce that. We got Rhino here. We're going to charge, activate the taunt. And I mean, yeah, as you guys can see here, it's a pretty blistering team. I don't even know if we're going to make it to Doc Ock's second turn. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully they still got some buffs. So anyhow, his ultimate now flips the buffs. All right. And yeah, pretty cool. Otherwise, I mean, it's a pretty awesome. What I should have did, I should have activated the animations. Actually, sorry guys. I should have put the dynamic. Is it dynamic on or off? Oh, I'm not sure. I think we'll forget about that. We don't need to worry too much about the animation here. We care more about the gameplay. So obviously, pretty straightforward match. I don't think we're gonna have too many issues if we're up against a City Defenders team. So as you guys see there, and obviously I think everyone's trying to blitz like crazy right now to get those Sinister credits for the milestones for the Doc Ock event. And now I'm kind of wondering if we want to go up against an X-Men team yet, just to kind of see how we fare off. Other than that, I mean, it's pretty boring. I think what we'll do is we'll go off against one more of these teams, and then that way, if we lose, then we don't feel so bad. But we'll go up against this random, looks like a a random team that people just threw together because there's a little bit of synergy there, and looks like there were some city teams. Anyhow, we'll just slow. Again, Doc Ock will use his special. It's gonna bring out Rhino. So this time, different placement. So it looks like it might just be a random placement to where they put him. But yeah, that's odd. Not really sure if there's going to be an algorithm for that or if it's just like a random placement. But as you guys can see here, it's not going to be. Obviously, this is another team that's not really. It's just not a well composed team. There's no synergy at all. And obviously for us, it's going to be pretty easy. And keep in mind, guys, because we aren't in war, there is a lot of bonuses we are missing that we would be getting in war, like extra offense. We also that glitch as well, right? See here, so take Deadpool down, and do keep in mind as well, I don't have these guys fully leveled yet, but I'll probably level up my Sinister Six and move them along, because you don't want any disparities between their power levels. I think it just helps out Vulture's tier 14 and level 75, and he probably just helps kind of bolster the team up, but obviously not needed. It's better to have them all together in the same kind of power level, so that way it's not creating a weird unbalanced team. But they are, I guess, relatively close enough that it still makes it's not too much of a difference. We could have go against Red Skull. See, yeah, we maybe should have went up against that X-Men team, because now we're gonna just get some other weird teams here. Who to go against? I think we're gonna go up against Red Skull just to kind of see how they fare off against a different team. And again, I could probably put this on auto blitz, and I think these guys would probably still be fine. So I'm pretty happy about that. I got another team I can just slap on the auto, which is great. Let's see here. So in blitz, it really doesn't matter who we go for. I mean, it's not in war. War, he would just be reviving like crazy. So we're gonna go right for Red Skull, just because obviously if we take him out, we can don't have to worry about the revives on the minions. So we got lots of buffs up with the regen. That's pretty awesome to see. We'll just let's see here. We'll apply. Oh, it's probably new. Oh gosh, never mind. Making so many mistakes here. All right, so yeah, we'll do his buff. Give the speed bar up as well. And we do have some minions now, so you kind of see that it's good. We got deflex there to give us a bit of cushion, and we'll use the special there. Hopefully kill a couple guys, fill the bars up, and then Vulture. I love his ultimate. Worked really nicely as well in Dark Dimension 3. So we'll take him out there. He's gonna come back, and what we want to do is we want to get to Red Skull. Does have a bit of buffs on him, unfortunately. And just like that, Rhino goes down. So this is kind of nice now. Now we got some buffs here, and now we can use Dr. Ox's special. See how that goes. All right. And yeah, we'll use swarms, and that should hopefully. Oh, that was gonna kill more. We'll just blind, just for. So these guys actually did better than our last team, because at least we were able to make it to another round of turns. All right, so Red Skull's down, and like I said already, you guys can kind of see once Vulture he gets those kills, he just gets that fill on his speed bar, and that's kind of where it's important. You want to keep him alive. And actually, one of the reasons why I pushed him for Dark Dimension 3 is because I figured, oh, you know, you've got him mixed with the Spider-Verse crew. With Carnage and Spider-Man symbiote kicking butt, I figured all the kills would basically help fill the speed bar on him. So that was kind of my thought process when I had pushed him to tier 14. Anyhow, so that's it there for that one, and again, pretty straightforward. Nothing crazy. Oh, there we go. Now we got some nice beefy teams. We've got a Marauders crew, and then we've also got a Thanos team. So I'm very interested to see how these guys will fare up against a Thanos team. Same with Emma Frost as well here. I'm just gonna look here to see who's tougher, because at this point in time, we're gonna be running up out of refreshes anyway. So we might as well just go out big here. We'll go on one more in here with the BO team. See how they do against the Black Order. And again, just keep in mind, I might totally get wasted and destroyed here, but you know, it's good to just see how these guys fare up, because especially in war, we've got some BO teams, and it'll be nice to have at least another counter to those guys. So the deflect's nice because it gives us a bit of cushion. That's fine. They flip our buffs. So you already see that there's a taunt on Obsidian there. So we're just gonna slow what we can. He's gonna get hit. Yeah, this is a pretty. Ooh. So we're gonna use his special there. Hopefully, give us a bit of cushion. Now I'm thinking I should have put Vulture beside. I should put Vulture beside the, beside Doc Ock there. So we'll just single target. There's no point in using his disrupt. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be doing too hot here. All right. Yeah. So we got one guy dead on us. Just do a heal block there. Oof. Yeah. So no, looks like we're gonna get our butts handed here. Poof. Okay, we'll use a taunt and see how that goes. I'm more interested to see what happens when Doc Ock uses his ultimate. So I'm curious to see how he does with the resistance against Obsidian. All right. Resist. And again, you guys see how there was offense down on us. I mean, technically it shouldn't have happened, but yeah, it is what it is. All right, so we're at Doc Ock's turn, and yeah, I don't even know. We should we'll just target Obsidian there. So we'll see if we can flip these buffs. So we're able to flip on Thanos's, but again, yeah, that's game over there. So there we get totally annihilated by the Black Order team. And again, keep in mind, we don't actually have these guys leveled up max. So I'm gonna have to try and do some more testing with these guys once they are leveled up. But yeah, it would have been nice. To get that win out of there. And then what do we got here? Do we have any other teams we want to go up against? Yeah, I guess we can try Asgardian, or we can do Power Armor, or we can try against X-Force. Just trying to figure out here. I'm actually more curious to see how we fare up against Asgardians, so I'm going to try up against these guys here, and then we'll call that one last for the day here. So we'll go in here hot and see how that goes. So unfortunately, yeah, it would have been nice to at least do better against Black Order, and perhaps it would be better once I can get these guys leveled up. But it is what it is right now. So what we want to do is we want to slow down Thor, and we want to get to him before he gets his charges. So that's what I'm going to do. And again, we're going to bring the regen. All right. Again, those heals are nice. I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to see if we can disrupt Sif so she can't taunt. And then again, we're going to activate the special, get the fill on there. And just trying to figure out who I should blind or if I should heal block. I think I'm going to do a heal block just so they don't get any heals back up with Greg going down on us. Alright, Thor goes to his turn. That's great. That's exactly what we wanted. We wanted to hit him right before, after he gets stealth. We're going to use this move. Get some fill on the bars. And then again, get some more fill by taking out Greg. Actually, this is actually a really good team for feeding Vulture, especially just because if you can feed his, if you can feed him kills with Greg, it's almost like Black Panther killing Greg, and just gives him more turn meter. So we're going to get Greg there. That's fine. Ooh, more minions. I'm interested to see how his ultimate goes against all these like evasions and everything. So we're gonna see if we can flip this. Pow! So unavoidable, awesome stuff. All right. Yeah, and then we'll just we'll go for Loki. We'll go for Loki here just because he's low. And attacking all enemies. Okay, I just want to make sure I wasn't gonna focus on one guy. It's gonna be adjacent targets. Haven't used Swarm enough to know his abilities just yet. And then we'll just be down there, and yeah, so far so good. So we'll just take him out, fill this speed bar again on Vulture with the kill. And yeah, I guess we have to go for him either way. We'll just keep healing Hela, which is kind of no big deal. It gives us a bit of turn too, so Doc Ock hits. I haven't really, yeah, so, oh man, oh gosh, it's gonna be a never-ending chain now. Yeah, this might be a little bit, yeah, we'll have to, there we go. Now she's out of her stealth. And Loki's dead, so she won't go back in, and we will just take her out with Rhino there. Alright, or not. Okay. Again, these guys are pretty weak still. I think that Hela was like, I think she was one of the higher ones there. Let's see. Yeah, okay. I thought she was higher for some reason. I had mixed her up with the other ones. All right, so there you guys have it. Okay, so we got a couple teams in there, and as you guys can see, yeah, pretty good. Now I'm more interested to see, yeah, if we can find another Emma Frost team, that'll be awesome. But if I get some footage of that, I'll let you guys know. But other than that, that's the team now. And yeah, so far so good. I think I've got another nice auto blitzing team here, so I'm pretty happy about that. And yeah, hopefully you guys found this useful. And yeah, I think we've got we've got like 3 more days with this event. So hopefully, if you guys haven't already got them unlocked, you guys can do that. Other than that, guys, thank you for watching. And as always, guys, happy gaming.